Woo. All right. Let's do it. We're going back. Got my 5 hours of sleep. Woo. Woo. Smooth. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man, this is exhausting. What time is it? 6:15. It's terrible. How lazy am I? Okay. Whew. Oh my gosh. Somebody wrote a comment and said, when I get a girl, she better be on my back and stuck with me like this. That's hilarious, bro. My brother Barbie is Cuban, you know? It be like that sometimes. Not to push on any stereotypes. Woo! Oh, bro. All right. So, exhaustion, you get a little scatterbrain. So I walked out the house, forgot to get my laptop, ran back inside. Drove the car out the gate, forgot to get my work jacket, had to run back inside because it has all my medical tools in it. So now I'm pretty sure I'm like 30% ready for whatever. We're good to go. Unfortunately, looks like traffic's already picked up. So, woo! Let me put on GPS and get to where I'm going. Usually I think I take off like an hour before this. So, I'm an hour behind on my regular time, which is still pretty early. But, man, let's just get there. Yeah, I'm like an hour and 30 minutes behind my regular time of getting to work. And surprising, that's still like pretty hurt. It's crazy, bro. Woo! All right. What a day, what a day, what a day. It's gonna be a very interesting day. Oh, here goes the Miami traffic. It's up and active. Everybody's doing their own thing. All right. If you ever drove in Miami, then you know this is about to be a crazy game. And honestly, doing this every single day gets a little tiring, which is why I'd rather wake up a whole hour early than, have to compete with everybody and speed race through this thing. I just want to have a safe journey from A to Z. Doing PM&R, you know that function is everything. You know how you lose your function really quickly? A car accident. A very bad one. You don't want to mess with that. So we'll get through all this. Oh my gosh. I'm so fatigued, bro. How am I gonna push through this? The thing is, working in a densely Latin area, it's always gonna be some cafecito. So get in there, hop on some, and then just keep it going. The thing is, I didn't even drink coffee while I was in medical school, which is crazy. And I was putting in like crazy hours, sitting dumb bankroll to thug. But it's like, oh my gosh. I would honestly 100% prefer that they have a call room. I just go in there, I type up the notes, I do all the work, I put in all the orders, and I go to sleep there. Keep me there. Don't send me home in the dead of the night. Trying to keep myself up, calling my fiance late at night to like talk to me. Just keep me there, buddy. You don't need to send me home. This is my home now. I just spent 16 hours here. Bro, and I'm pretty sure, bro, the amount of notes I wrote yesterday, I'm pretty sure I went past 14 or the max that a resident's supposed to get easily. Which is, if you think about it, we used to, like medical residents used to have 0 rights. Like the amount of progress that was made for residents is actually insane. We're still like 50 years behind like the American economy in terms of like workers' rights and things like that, and safe workplaces and and safe work regulations, yeah, we're definitely like 1,000 steps behind. But we're 1,000 steps forward from what we used to be. There used to be no cap on work hours. They just keep the residents in the hospital. That's why we're called residents. You're supposed to be a resident of that hospital, like you live there. And the guy who invented residency was this guy. He was a plastic surgeon or some type of surgeon, I think. And he was just high off cocaine all the time. And he was like, the only way for residents to truly learn is to spend 1,000 hours in the hospital, going at it and just learning. And that's, that was intense. That's just not, it's not practical without doing something like cocaine to keep you up. And, doing cocaine in and of itself isn't the best thing that you can do. Oh, so what else is there? So yeah, now we have it where like the now we have it to where the maximum amount of hours that a resident can work is 80 hours a week. I think that's like combined through 2 weeks, and there's this weird rule thing where like it has to be an average of 80 in like 2 weeks. I don't know, something like that. They use the language to switch up a bit so they can still work you a lot and even work you maybe like 13 days in a row, which is insane. But yeah, so we've come a long way. We're still a long ways away because the resident labor force is just it's too good of a labor force to just give up. It's kind of like how slavery was in the U.S. because the labor is cheap, or in slavery's case, free, and you just get so much production out of it. Each resident makes the hospital about maybe $300,000 an hour, and I get paid nothing close to that. I think I'll do a video on how much I get paid later on, just to give you guys an insight onto how the reality of being a doctor, or like the reality of going through this medical journey, and how there's no sort of immediate gratification. It's all going to be for the love of the game for a very long time. And then that's pretty much it. So right now I'm pretty capped out, tired, just ready to power through the day, which is a terrible feeling to have in medicine. You're like, oh, I just want to power through the day. You got to be very careful when handling all this stuff. So I always have to remind myself, check in with myself, take little mental breaks here and there. And I got the water. You need to drink water. I haven't been drinking as much water as I need to, just moving back and forth, place to place. I'm going to buy a new water gallon and just start chugging that every day. I've been missing water. So refreshing. Oh, my soul feels clean. That was good. Oh my god. Ooh. What else is there? I'm supposed to send this girl an email of the flu shot that I got. I never sent it. So it's awesome. But I'll do it today. She's gonna come and check me. I'll have the flu shot ready. I have the flu shot form ready, and when she comes and checks me, you'll be like, I can't read your handwriting. I'm gonna gaslight her, and then she'll just type it in and send it herself. Bro, we think smarter, not harder, bro. Think smarter, not harder. Gaslight her. Be like, your handwriting is worse than a doctor's handwriting. My handwriting is literally 1,000 times better than that. It's not, but I'll say that. You know? Oh man, I'm exhausted. You ever watch the Avatar and they be like, oh, earth, fire, air, water, and the fifth element, gaslighting. Oh my gosh. Bro, who's Dr. Huey Dubert or something like that, bro? Something like that. I walk into the room, bro, and this patient is like Dr. Huey Dubert. Straight over my head. But I'm like, this name does sound familiar. Like, I was born in the late 90s, so a lot of the references they're still in the back of my hippocampus. Like, I can still picture that moose that was telling people it was cool to smoke, and telling kids it was cool to smoke and things like that before they did the whole reform. But yeah, no, this Huey Duper reference, I gotta look it up. I can't look it up right now because I'm driving, but I have to look up the reference. like something about a young doctor. I struggle to grow facial hair, so that's just one thing. Trying to like get it to the point where I had to go T going for a little bit, but I don't know. You know what is Bora though, bro? Having dreads. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not like I'm so glad that I didn't cut my dreads. Oh, you don't understand, bro. I don't know, bro. To every guy, I don't know any guys that cut their dreads off recently. But to have dreads and then to live a life not having dreads must be insane. And I did this thing because I had long hair before in college, and I actually cut it off. But I looked terrible when I cut it off. Lost all aura. I was like, this is hideous. So I took a picture, a very good picture, and I keep it with me forever, hidden deep in the recesses. Nobody will ever find this photo. I keep this picture hidden. And I always, every time I get the inkling of maybe I should cut my hair, I put in the passcode, go deep into the archives, look into it, and I'm like, yeah, this is why you shouldn't cut your hair. This is why. If anybody ever asks, this is why. And I have some of the most epic photos, bro, of just waking up in the morning and it's like, you're tired and all that, and your hair, slipped out the bonnet, slipped out the do-rag, and it's like a little, like, off to the side and everything. And it's just like, oh man, covers the eyes a bit. It's like so much aura with dreads. And I like shorter length dreads. I don't like dreads that go all the way down. I feel like that's overkill. But bro, I'll do a video on that too, because a lot of people ask me about having dreads and then applying to residency and things like that. Yada yada. Yeah, I'll do a video on that. What else is there, bro? And tattoos as well. Yeah, I got a lot of tattoos. I do have a lot of tattoos, honestly, even for the average person. But yeah, people ask me about tattoos a lot, like, oh, applying to residency with tattoos. I feel like it's much easier in emergency medicine because those guys are cool. Like emergency medicine, like trauma surgery, those guys like super cool. So you get to do whatever they want. It's action time. Tattoos or not, you're gonna need my help. But yeah, I'll do a video on that too, because a lot of people always ask me about being tatted, being in medicine, things like that, judge, da 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 da. So that'd be chill. But bro, the call shift was honestly not that bad. The nurses are great. They're super helpful. The pharmacists are great. They're super helpful. What else is there? Yeah, it was pretty chill overall. I think it was 8 admits overnight. Notes were done. HPs were done. The one guy who never acts up wanted to get up and act up. I was gonna do a non-radiologic neurologic workup. However, I did see that before I put in labs, I reviewed everything. I saw that he had a vitamin B12 deficiency, which is like actively getting treated now. So I mean, that definitely could contribute to altermentation, confusion, things like that, and maybe was a component to his aggressive behavior. So it's chill. No need for that. No need for the radiologic workup because he's, without focal deficits. He's attacking people. So he's good. So, so we're here. We're at the red light in the red light district. Even though she was on the phone earlier. Watch this. Just watch this. What's up? How's it going? I think I did a good job yesterday. Everybody's really liking my stuff. Hmm? My my report on all the patients last night and everything.
Who's everybody?
All the other residents.
Congrats.
Yeah, buddy. The way I take notes is like, you saw my system, right? With the whole thing, like all the information. So like, it's so like easy, bro. Everything's already there. It's so accessible. It's so organized. I didn't get any rest, my love, and I'm back at it again.
At least you got to close your eyes.
Yeah. I just wish it was permanently.
Sure. Definitely.
Ooh.
I had a weird dream again.
What happened in your dream?
I was on the run.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I was on the run.
You were on the run?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a dream. You've lived that.
Not from a crime, just because I wasn't allowed to be out.
You weren't allowed to be outside?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, bro. Being on lockdown really gave you PTSD.